girls. Hi guys, welcome to Salut à Tutti, hosted by the Power of Two. I'm Alexa.
And I'm Milena.
And today we have Puff.
Our fave.
One of our favorite local business owners. She owns Camouflage Clothing in North Haven. We've been customers for years.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to us.
Sorry, I interrupted the cheers.
Never.
No, it's fine. So, Puff, how was Camo born? When did Camo begin?
Yes.
This is my 20th anniversary this year.
Wow.
2025 is my 20th year.
Wait, I love that.
So in August, I will have been there for 20 years, which is insane to me.
Wow.
So I didn't open Camo until I was 33.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
So
crazy.
I didn't know what I wanted to do before that. I had no clue. I had 20 different
ideas.
things. Yeah, I had no clue.
And you just blew up overnight. I feel like everyone went to Camo growing up.
It's so funny because I go through when I met you, how old were you? You were a child.
I was like 9.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Honestly, probably 9, 10.
You were, and I see everybody grow up. So everyone goes
So
through
fun.
high school. So I see them, I see them come in with their mother. Let's start there.
Yep.
And they're not shopping yet. And they're like, I want to shop at Camo. I want to shop at Camo. Then I go through high school with them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I see them go off to college and then I miss them. And I'm like, oh my God, I miss everybody. And then they go away and then they're getting married and then they're having kids. And I'm like, how did I start with this person as like a kid coming in with their mom when they were like 8 years old?
So
Literally.
you've seen everybody. Formal dresses.
Yeah,
any
from
event,
like everything.
Going
everyone
out.
goes to Puff.
And I feel like it's weird because I feel like with Camo, you can be a 14-year-old and come in and shop there, and I have like 70-year-old customers too.
Oh, it's true.
So I feel like
Which I
it's
love
kinda-
that. That's
No, I
like
love
what
that
the best
too.
thing is. Like when,
Yeah.
even sometimes like when I'm looking for clothes, like one minute I'm like, oh, like this, like, you know, for my business casual, and then this is for like my going out sexy night. So it's like you have a variety of everything in the store.
That for all different people, and that's
Yeah.
what I try to.
I love that. Now, how did the name, like, well, how was that born?
Okay.
Because I love the name.
So Camo wasn't even my idea. Like Camo wasn't. I was married at the time, and my ex-husband had this friend who wanted to open a business and was like, "Hey, I want to open a clothing store." And my ex-husband was like, "Oh, Puff would want to do that. Like she doesn't know what she wants to do right now."
Ooh.
So I'm from Branford, and he found the place in North Haven. So I was like, "Okay, that's fine. Like it looks great. It was a brand new plaza."
Yep.
And we signed the lease and we did everything. And needless to say, something happened. And like the first time we were supposed to go to a buying show, he was like, "Hey, I don't feel good, whatever." And my ex-husband saw him like at the gym or something and was like, this is never going to work. We had signed the lease already. So I'm like,
Got it.
I have a business.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow. So you really fell into it.
well, I was never that human. Like before Camo,
Yeah.
I was the feeble woman who, how you are at your age, you're so badass at your age.
Yeah.
I was the 22-year-old walking around like, "Hi, my name is Pop." Like I was not that person.
Okay.
So if that had never happened for me, like I would never have been like, I would have said to myself, I can't open a business. I didn't have that like
Mentality.
I didn't have that. Like I was not always like super secure, and I'm pretty good now. Like
Yeah.
I was never like that when I was younger. And then when I think
Wow, I would've
Camo,
never
So
known
also
that.
you were married young.
I didn't get married till I was like 28, I think.
Okay.
So then when I was married for almost 20 years though.
Wow.
So I had met him when I was, I think like 19 or 20. So we waited like 10 years, got married, and then yeah.
That's so crazy.
So
to
the
start-
name Camo, I don't even know how the name Camo
I love
came
it though.
around.
Your logo, like it's just so.
It's
from,
like, yeah.
2000s,
I feel like it's so
love
her,
it. It's
like-
so you.
Because it started,
it.
you know, it was men's and women's.
Yes.
So when
Because I used to go and get stuff for Joe when we first started dating. Yeah.
So when I first opened, it was probably 60% men, 40% women.
Wow.
That's when like Ed Hardy was out though, Affliction
I
was
love-
out,
that was
of
all the good
So
stuff.
you had to wear a brand then.
Yes.
It's not like that now.
Yeah.
You can shop, you can go on anywhere, you can, back
Yes.
then, you
was all
wore-
labels.
If you made $10 an hour, you found some way to buy $300 True Religion jeans.
Literally.
Like you found, like that's what mattered. Now, literally, you could buy a $20 pair of jeans and it's cool.
True.
But back then, 20 years ago, no way.
No way.
You wore a salvage t-shirt, you wore Ed Hardy, and if you didn't, you were like, oh my God, I want an Ed Hardy t-shirt.
Yeah, I wish
Like,
I could
that's just-
afford that. Yeah,
There's-
Hardy, it's so funny you
exactly.
said that because I'll never forget my junior year, first day of junior year. I forgot what store I was at, but it was an Ed Hardy outfit from shoes, leggings to the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in school like fucking badass. Like, and I was like, oh my God, where'd you get your outfit? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Wow.
But
Because we all
that
loved
was
it,
that was
all
like the names
sparkle
and
and the glitter
Yeah.
and the skulls and the. I hate
Love
to say
that.
it's going to come back someday.
Yeah, well, it's kind of slowly. Have you been seeing Van Dutch and
And
a Hardy?
Hardy, I mean, I've still worn
they're
skulls
peeping back
all
in.
along.
I love skulls. I feel like that's like timeless. Like I
I'm
feel
a
like
person who
I love
believes in when people come in, and I'm not gonna lie, probably 10 years ago, if you asked me if people were like, what's in style, I was like, okay, you need to wear this is in style. Like as I'm getting older, I think there are styles that come in and out, but truthfully, I think it's more about you wearing what you're comfortable in for your body.
Yep.
It's huge. Like things come in every day that I'm like, oh my God, I love that. And I put it on, does not look good on my body.
Yes.
People don't get that. Like you're short, you're tall, you're round,
Big
you're
boobs.
stringy, you're whatever. And it really doesn't, like you could like a style, it does, if it doesn't look good on you, you really can't wear it.
Yeah.
Like
No, I agree.
But I feel like
really a
fashion is
thing.
like in your blood. Like I always go to Kim and I'm like, Puff, I have this event. Puff, I have a wedding. I have and like
just
you
knows.
look at me and like you just grab stuff. Like it's like I feel like were you always in fashion like growing up?
I know. Like, was
I
your
think
previous
I've always
job?
liked fashion, but it wasn't like my mom said, and I do not remember this, and it's almost embarrassing. She said like fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, I went through this thing that my nails were, I would paint my own nails. But in fourth grade, I painted my own nails.
Yeah.
Fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, I went through this thing that every night when I got home, everyone else was like in the neighborhood playing and stuff. I used to go home, sit at the kitchen table. I was pretty nerdy. I used to do my homework, and after that, I would every single night.
Do your nails.
Monday through Thursday, I would take off my nail polish, pick out my clothes that I was going to wear, and
You just love taking care of yourself.
Like, I think I just like, and it was clothes too, but like, she just said I was like neurotic about things like that. And every day I wanted my nail polished, and that's my, now it's like I could care less. I'm like, oh, okay, did I wash my hair this week? Like, it's
Literally.
not like that anymore, but that,
The times have changed.
So I think I was just always like girly. You know what I mean? Like it was just like that's what I wanted.
It's just a fun business. It's easy.
Oh yeah, and you're such a people person. I feel like people walk in and like there's no way you don't love Puff. Like everywhere I go, if I bring up Puff's name, they're like, I love Puff. I'm like,
I love that.
Yes, I know.
I
That's
mean,
our
good
girl.
energy is a thing.
100%.
You have to like that though. Like
Yeah.
you have to. If I wasn't this, if I didn't go to college, but if I had gone to college,
I would have been dead.
I would have wanted to be a therapist. Like I think about it now, and I feel like I'm always like wanting, like
to make you feel better.
we just have that women thing that so many women
Yeah.
don't. Like I feel like if somebody comes in and I can tell they're like their energy is low, they're
Are you
whatever.
okay?
Like I won't even know that. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, where are you going tonight? Like, do you need something? And they're like, oh, my husband's being whatever. And I'm like, oh, you know. And then we start talking about it.
Right.
You know, it's just like it happens. But that would have been my thing. Like I never knew what I wanted to do. Like some kids get out of high school and they're like, oh, I'm going to college. I'm going to be a lawyer. Like I was 25 and I was like,
That was last
I
thing
don't
for
know
my
what
brain.
I
I'm
want.
still figuring it out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be 24 this year. I'm like, I have my finance degree, but I feel like every year I'm like, oh, I want to try this. Or,
Yeah, and that's okay.
But I love that. Like, I could never just have one thing.
See, some kids like aren't able, like my girls who work for me now that are in college, some of them are so stressed, like they don't know what they want to do.
And
they're
that's-
like, how do you,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
tough.
so real.
Yeah.
No, the
That's
stress is
so,
crazy,
so
and
real.
like I wish people would know how to remove it. Because when you get older, you realize, listen, as long as you're making money, paying your bills,
Yeah.
everything will
It
come.
might come
Yes.
to you,
Like,
yes.
obviously,
I
you shouldn't
agree.
be a bum and not working out
Yeah,
money.
and do
but
something.
if you have to work a job you don't love, you
Yeah,
gotta make
whatever.
money.
You have to
Yeah.
make money
And you'll
to
just
have a
figure it
roof
out.
over your head,
Yeah.
even if you still live home or whatever, have
Yeah.
food on your table
Yeah.
and get from A to B,
Just
however that may be.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it will, like,
Something will click.
it
and
will
like,
come in time
Yes.
where you, hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba.
Hello.
Hi, Bobs. Hi, Neeks. Hi, Neeks.
Now with like the fashion world, right? Like how do you go about like trends and like bringing items into your store? Like give us like a
Like, don't
how does
you-
all that
don't
work?
You fly to, like Vegas
Yes,
and
so
stuff?
I go
That's
to
fun.
New York like 4 to, you guys should come with me.
I would
I would
love
die
to.
to-
Yes, that would be
love-
so
It's like a
much
dream.
fun. Like, I mean,
that'd be my dream to
I mean,
go.
we could blog. We could, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Oh my God, I would love
Do
to.
so many things. So I
I
go
was
to
so
New
into
York probably like 6 times a year. I go to Vegas twice a year. So it's in February for the summer stuff, and then it's in August for winter.
Okay.
Vegas is the fun one.
Yeah.
Vegas is the fun one.
And like they what? So all these like brands come and like
it's
showcase.
all in the convention center. You don't have to do it that way, but that's what I've learned for me works best because I want to feel things.
I agree.
Like you can order, like I have a huge wholesale website that I can order from. Sometimes I get orders in and it's like such a pain to send them back. You have to get an RA. You have to box them. You have to send them back. My ADHD does not allow me.
I was like,
I'm like, okay, so I'm going to put these on the clearance rack. They're $5. Take them. Just get them off my hands.
That's so weird too. It's so bad.
So I like to feel things.
Yeah.
So when you go, it's like a convention center and there's thousands of booths and they're all in one place.
I love that.
And you get to go, you place orders, you give them your credit card, and then when it comes in, they ship it. It's really hard to keep track of money that way though.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can't have, like, I'm 53 and I can't even have a credit card. Like I shouldn't be allowed. So I put everything like on a debit card and I'm like, okay, like I know this is coming in and all of a sudden I'm looking, I'm like, wow, this is coming in.
Yeah.
And this is coming in and this is coming in. I'm like, so now what do I do?
Yeah.
But it's like, that's what you do. I go to my show, I look at everything and that's when you can see.
Right.
Like I'll go to a booth and say, what's the color? Like what's in? Like for summer, there's a lot of lavender, there's a lot of yellow.
because like the fads and the trends are like so
up and
different.
down.
So
can I wear skinny jeans? Do I have to wear wide leg jeans? Are they high rise? Are they low rise?
Yeah.
Like that's a whole
that's a whole job in itself. Yeah.
Because jeans now you can wear almost
anything.
Like
I agree.
You have the best jeans.
Always.
I've tried really hard with
I
my
think
jeans.
I have 4 pairs of jeans from you, and every time I wear them, everyone's like,
Where'd you get those?
Jeans. I love that. I take a lot of pride in
all my
jeans.
your jeans, like
I do.
They really fit like a glove. And
I
feel
put
like
a lot of work into trying to
I love
find
your jeans.
like brands that will fit a 16-year. Like I have probably 3 to 4 main brands that I carry. That's it. I don't carry like 10 different brands. Like high and tight, it's too much. But I try to find brands that can fit a woman's body and a girl's body. Yeah. Like I wanted 17-year-old to come in high school and say, I can wear this jean, and a 50-year-old mom to come in and say, wow, this jean fits me too. That's not easy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not. Like you can like I can wear an Abercrombie jean because I'm older, but like my body's pretty little.
Small, yes.
Like there are like most women that they're not able to do that anymore. Like it's not like younger people. You guys don't have stretch in your jeans. I can't.
I need like a jegging.
I can't wear a rigid jean.
Yes.
Yeah, or
and
whatever.
then you feel like, oh my god, like you button it.
But these all jeans are rigid now.
They are.
They're oh, hi, Bubba. He's fighting my ring. Hi, do you want it?
No.
I want it. I want to marry you. Oh my god, I'm giving him Suki's voice. Every dog and baby now talks in my dog's voice. Every dog and baby. Hi there. Hi, Auntie Puff.
So Puff always does these lives, and they're like my absolute favorite. So like I'm scrolling TikTok, and all of a sudden I see a Puff live.
So much fun.
And Puff,
see, we're getting all these ideas.
We have to do a live one night. How
100%.
That would be
so
great.
the best part of Puff is like I log in just to like see Puff, and 90%. Hi, and like as soon as you're logging in, like your name shows up. So she's like, "Hi Alexa, hi Milena, hi my girl, your hat's here.
Yes.
You didn't come up there," and I'm like, I am in love with her. Like the beauty that you just like give off and like the love is so real. Always. Like I've never seen you in a bad mood. Ever.
Me neither. I never have.
Like one time I went, you were like stressed, but you were still so happy.
Oh, see, I'm stressed a lot. I don't handle stress well. I will say that. Yeah. And if I'm in a bad mood and I feel like you come in and I know I'm in a bad mood, I'll tell you ahead of time that I'm a little off. That I'm not myself today. Because you'll feel it from me right away since I'm always like, hi.
Yeah.
So when I'm like quiet, you know something's up with it. Like,
for sure.
Like it's not whatever. And I'll like say it like, hey, I'm not myself today. Like, I'm sorry, I have A, B, and C going on. And whatever.
But you're real and you're honest. But so like with the fashion obviously being so up and down, like what do you see like as of right now? What's like the big trends? Like is it the wide legs? Is it?
Well, the thing with jeans is that like denim is all over the place now, which is great for you guys.
Yeah.
But for me, owning a store,
That's hard.
I have to have 2 skinnies. I have to have 2 straight legs. I have to have 3 wides. I have to have low rise. I have to have medium. When everyone was wearing a low-waisted skinny, I had 15 pair of low-waisted skinnies.
You're like,
so now it's like Alex Earl fucked me.
Yeah.
And she's bringing skinnies back.
Yeah.
Alex, like, why are you doing this
For
to
me,
me?
they never went away. I always loved a skinny jeans.
And I think that's fine.
And I feel like I always had skinny jeans.
My girls used to make fun of me, and I used to come in and they're like, Puff. And I'm like, what? And they're like, no one's wearing skinnies anymore. And I'm like, well, 50-year-old women are wearing skinnies. Like, let me be. But then I was like, owning a store, I was like, I don't want people to look at me and say, you're not in style.
In the trends.
So then I was like, all right, maybe I need to get rid of my skinnies.
Yeah, it's really hard to really follow. Like, I feel like I'll go on and I'm like, okay, this looks cute on a person, like you said.
But
then I try it on. I'm like,
look good on
Puff,
you.
I got
Can you get over
no
my
butt.
fashion?
Yeah.
I got no butt. It's making my butt look even
It doesn't
flatter.
work. Yeah. Well,
Wait,
now I
no.
feel like the trend is everything is big, puffy, and floral.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
let's be real, that's not Kimmo's vibe.
Yeah.
So
Not mine either.
It's not, and
Not
it's
mine
not
either.
your guys either.
No.
But do you see it everywhere?
Yeah, I do.
You know Vici Boutique?
Yes,
I love them.
I like Vici a
They're
lot.
all, I looked on yesterday just to like scroll through.
Yep.
Everything was flowers.
Yeah,
And like I have a few like baptisms, like my birthday or communions, my birthday coming up, and I'm looking through these dresses. I'm like, I was just like aimlessly scrolling. I'm like, I don't even like any of these.
they're
Yeah.
not your
So
vibe.
like
Yeah.
puffy, like Southern Belle vibes.
And that's
like
what's
sorority
in
girl,
right now.
Which
Yeah.
is cute, but I would look crazy with my boobs and have puffy sleeves.
Like in a picture. Well, I mean, I think of it now. 53 years old, I'm going to wear a pastel floral dress with these boobs.
I wouldn't.
And it might, but it's when I go to my
in.
shows, that's 100% in.
Wow.
So I'll carry 6 of those, and then everything else will still be lace for me. It will still be tight. It will still be stretchy. It might be floral, but it's not that Sound of Music floral. It's more of like a brighter floral.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's not my, and I know it's in, but that, I feel like around here, I'd say like that's 40% of our customers, like in our area.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't think that's everybody.
I agree.
But thing is, if you go down south, on those websites, that's all you're
Like,
seeing.
what's that place? Pink Lily.
Pink Lily. See, Pink Lily is not my vibe.
Me
at
neither.
all.
I never ordered
And
from them,
everyone will
but
talk about it, and
they
I'm
do.
sure it's great. Like, they're making money hand over fist.
Oh, she's
good
killing
for
it.
them. They have
Yeah.
a warehouse, and I'm looking
wow.
at them, and I'm like, how do I do that? I want to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just like
Yeah.
they got this following that's like
She's
this
got a
whole
whole
following.
story. Have you followed like the one?
I haven't, no.
She literally, I think she had little kids at home and just like I think they were broke and she was just trying to start.
Just trying to, I love that.
She literally like blew up overnight. Like
Wow.
this woman's now like a millionaire. She's so
Good for her.
blessed, but she's like a good woman. Like
She's
she
good.
appreciates
She's a good human.
that she came from like nothing.
Nothing.
Now she's like. So I like to see stories like
I
that.
do too. That's great.
she's
Everyone
cool.
deserves that if you
Yeah.
have the hustle to do it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Down south, I think, is more of a boutique-y culture than maybe where we live. Connecticut's a weird, it's like a lull with it. 'Cause then you go to Jersey and New York, there's so many
And there's so many
boutiques.
boutiques.
Yeah.
Like, I love a boutique. I say, like, I was just
So
thinking,
I'd rather shop at a boutique any
too.
day of the week than like a big store.
Can you tell everybody that?
Yeah, you and
No,
and
shop
it's so
small.
true. It's
No,
shop small because
rather than Amazon, and
they're-
then, like, where's it going? Like,
Okay.
that,
Nico just unleashed
stop
my
biting. Nico's teething.
Nico's teething.
But no, I mean, for me, in like any aspect of business, like I'd rather shop at a small boutique than go to like a Zara and go through this huge warehouse and like my brain is like tweaking
like,
out.
I can't function.
I can't. And then like I go there and I have a relationship with Puff and I'm like, Puff, I have to go here. And she's like, Milena, this just came in. This will look great on you.
This
And
is
she
good.
just pulls it off the shelf, literally sets me up in the fitting room. I walk in, try it on. I'm like, yes, 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 no.
That's
Okay, we're
what, I
good.
don't like this. No, this isn't
Yeah.
for me. And yeah.
And like, it's
It's a
just,
pretty quick flip. It's like a quick transaction.
Yeah.
You like when women feel confident, they like what they want.
You guys
So,
say
like-
that, but that is not most of the customers.
no, they're like,
You guys
people are nightmares.
You guys are super easy shoppers, and I've gotten used
Because
to that.
now we know what we
That's
want.
Okay.
We
that's-
have
oh my
like
God.
our sense of
Hi,
style.
do you want to get up here?
Stop biting. No bite.
Because you guys don't have shoelaces.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nico.
Hi.
So like
Hi, Bubba.
you go to these shows to buy stuff,
Oh, that's a great idea.
but
He's been on the counter.
You want
no.
to hang with us?
But the how does it go about like for as far as brands go? So like at the shows, are they brand?
Yes. So they're all in little. Hi. Hi.
Oh, you
Hi.
can't break the microphone.
Can I have a kiss? Thank you.
He's just so happy.
I know, really. He's like, I get to hang with the girls.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh my God, he's so freaking cute. I could
Okay,
eat
take
him.
your seat. There we go.
Take your seat. Be a
your
good boy.
seat.
Hi, everybody.
Say hello, I'm Nico.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nico, and I'm using Suki's voice. Sorry, guys. So everyone else goes to a show, and they make appointments, pretty much, and they go see who they want to see. I'm a sociopath when I get to a show, because there's thousands of vendors, hundreds of rows that you have to go up and down.
through.
And I won't just make appointments and go to vendors because I feel like I could be missing something.
Right.
So I'm like, what if a brand was really like mediocre to me last year, and all of a sudden it popped all of a sudden and it's great. So then
You wanna limit yourself.
Then I'm missing a whole thing. So people will go and they'll be like, the show's 3 days, and they'll be like, okay, so I'm making an appointment with Vintage Havana. I'm making an appointment here, and they're going, and then they're like browsing. I go up and down every single aisle and look at every single thing. I walk around completely neurotic. I'm running up and down the aisles. And
Now, can you take items like while you're walking?
You don't bring them home. So
No,
you stay
but
in your
how does
booth.
it
Right.
work?
But
So
you
you
could
stay in your booths. You go in your booth. You guys are coming with me next
Yeah, I
time.
would love to.
Fun.
So you go in
This is
your
my
booth.
dream.
I'll be a big help.
Yes, and it is. It's just fun, but it's good to see, even with what you guys do.
Well,
Yeah.
perspectives too.
Of
And be like,
everything.
maybe you wouldn't like that. Maybe
Like we
yes.
would vlog it. Like that'd be so cool. Like a day of
Yes.
Camo's life.
That's why it's so hard, because everyone's different.
Yeah.
So the three of us could go, and we probably have kind of the same. I brought people
think
before
it's-
that have been like, no, I don't like that. Yeah, I like that. And some things I'm over the top with. And
Yeah.
I'm like, if they come 6 of them, I have to say, okay, if I take one and I could sell 3 others, then at least I make my money back.
Yeah.
And then it's so. Sometimes, a lot of times in Camo, I have to be more basic than I want to be, because
Yeah.
it's more about what's selling and what people are buying than what I like.
For
So
sure.
that's very hard. So when the girls who are in college come with me, they're like, I like that, I like that. And I'm like, yeah, but what about Laura, who comes in on a Saturday morning and she's 45 and she has 2 kids? Like, she ain't gonna wear that. So we've got to like buy stuff for her
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever do pop-ups like at colleges? I remember Quinnipiac when I went. Like,
I've done colleges, I've done once or twice, but not a lot.
maybe even a career fair.
Yes, so career
Yeah, what if
fairs-
we did like a real estate something?
Oh,
social
that's
media marketing. Then we did like the boutique.
That I love. I love
Yeah.
that idea. I do colleges. I like to do more like women pop-ups.
Yes.
And we've talked about this.
Yeah,
That's
well, I was
gotten
just telling
so big
Puff,
right
like,
now.
I would love, like, I didn't even think of it, but like, get like a group of our girlfriends, go to Puff's, like,
Yeah.
grab some alcohol and shop. Like, and not
Just have a
have,
girls'
like,
night.
during the day when we're busy and our brains on business and our
everybody gets to
children
hang
and our
out.
dog.
We're not in a bar.
Yes.
We just get to hang
Just, like,
out.
have a few drinks and
People
shop
you wanna hang
with
out
the
with.
doors
Exactly.
shut.
It's just fun.
Yeah, and it's not like you have to.
Yeah.
You should start promoting that. Girls'
So I
night
used
out.
to
It's
do
like a
girls'
really-
night outs, but I feel like everyone's so big on doing that now with jewelry and with tattoos even, and with everything. Like that I feel like has become the thing, because everyone just doesn't go out all the time.
Yeah.
After COVID,
No.
things have changed
Yeah.
so much.
It's true.
But I feel like women are starting to like, okay, I'm home 24/7. I need a little night
I need
out.
something
And
to
like
do.
for me, I'd rather it be a night out productively. So like
Yes.
if I'm going and I know I need to shop for a couple like showers and
Yeah.
stuff coming up, I'm like, I told Lex, I'm like, I need to go dress shopping at Puff's. So like to go and make it fun and like bring 3 of our girlfriends, like we'd have so much fun doing it.
And just to do
and
it.
shop
We'll
and
be
like
there.
be us.
You know, Jenna will be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This customer.
You better believe it. Our friend Jenna is like
We
the
love
shopper.
Jenna.
Jeff's like, Lex, can you tell her stop going? Because every week she comes home with
She
5.
comes home with a bag. And she comes home, and we've been saying for months, we're like, okay, we're going to go out. And then I
We
won't
need to all go out.
Yes, we need to all go
We
out.
do.
And she'll say to me, and she's like, well, we didn't go out this week, so I'm just going to come in and see you now. I'm like, okay.
Love
I'm like,
it.
that's good.
Best.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
I love
we all
it.
like grew up to shop small. Like how
Yes.
Stephanie, her mom
Yes.
is, how my mom
Yes.
was. I
Yeah.
feel like you're like, my mom's always like support small businesses.
My
So
dad
it's-
owned a business growing up
Yeah.
too, and he was like, we couldn't buy a foreign car. He didn't like us to go to chain restaurants.
Yep.
And this sounds ridiculous. I love Outback, but if I have the choice of going now owning a business, am I going to Athena Diner or am I going to Outback? I go to Athena.
Family owned.
He needs my money.
Yeah.
Like, they're a good family. They're whatever.
Yep.
And that's what it turns into.
I love
when you're
that.
Like, I'm not saying Outback doesn't, but like there's thousands of them. Like,
Right.
It's not the
It's a
same.
chain. It's not. You don't know
It's
the
not.
owner.
Like,
Yeah, you don't
they
know the
hurt
owner.
if you're not there because they're
Exactly.
a family.
It's a
feeling
family
rather than,
business.
like, a
It's not.
chain. Yeah.
It's not. You know, 100 businesses. that are just
For
all
sure.
in a, yeah.
So you said you grew up in Brantford. Like, can you give us a little background of like, do you have siblings? Like, what was your childhood like growing up?
I have a brother, older, 4 years older. He lives in Florida, moved to Florida a few years ago. Mom, dad, still married, same house grew up in my whole entire life. I live in a house 2 blocks from them now.
Love it.
Didn't move far from home and went to Brantford High School. Went to hairdressing school after that. Thought I wanted to be a hairdresser.
I didn't know that.
I totally could see that.
If you look on my story, one of my girls the other day, her layers were growing out, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get in to get a haircut." And I looked at her, I was like, "I'll cut it on Friday."
I did see that.
And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I used to be a hairdresser. I'll cut on Friday." So these customers were coming in, and I'm slithering, I'm shearing, and I'm like doing it. And then since then, like people have messaged me, and they're like, "Wait," and I was like, "No, I used to be a hairdresser." So I gave her some long layers. It looks great, and she didn't have to. She saved $70, and, and we had some girl time, and we worked, and we helped customers. And some lady walked in, and she was like, "If I knew you did this, I got a haircut the other day. I'm buying a couple things. I could have gotten a haircut." And I'm like, "Fine. Well, like I have my shears.
Let me know next time." Yeah.
So that's what I thought I wanted to do, and it just didn't. It didn't pan out. It wasn't for me. Like I knew.
And that was like right out of high school, hairdressing
school?
Right
after high school, I went to Southern for a little bit. Still didn't know what I wanted to do, and my parents were literally like, "You can go to college, but what's the use if you really don't?
If you don't have passion."
I went to hairdressing school. Didn't love that, knew it. I wasn't great at it either, like not good with color. Like I'll put extensions in now, I'll haircut, color, no.
Yeah.
Then I went to work at Filene's, which isn't even a store anymore. I was a human resource manager there. And then, like I said, Camel would never have happened if somebody didn't. Like that was,
they pushed you.
That was, I was just gonna say, that's fate, because I know now that like
you would have never started on your own.
That was a time for me, like I was meant to do that. If that didn't happen to push me to do that, I would not have been the woman to say, "Wow, I can do this." And that's why, like, there are some women, like you probably came out of the womb like that. I don't know if you were always like that? No. And I feel like women, like girls in college, they're like, "Oh, like I'm not like." My thing is that when they work for me, like they have their great relationships with their parents and everything, but I feel like part of my job is to like mold them into who, like a lot of them come in and they're like hesitant and they're whatever, and I was like, you guys have got to like you've got to be able to talk to people. You have to, you know.
That's good. Like
it's such a powerful skill that a lot of women don't have, and a lot of women don't have the confidence.
Like to be like, "Hi, how are you?" Or just walking up to someone, "Hi," giving them a kiss on the cheek. "How are you?"
Some people get a job and they don't even get that you have to greet somebody when they walk in. And I look at them and I'm like, "You guys, like, are you kidding?"
No, your girls have always greeted us anytime, but I have been in stores where I'm not greeted, and
you almost feel uncomfortable.
I'm like a motherfucker like that.
Yeah, you're like, come on.
Fuck you, I don't even want to spend my money now.
No, because
like,
you're a jackass.
Mad. Or like I've walked into
or you
like
feel like a snotty vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, half these employees, they think who they are, they're so rude.
Or they don't want to work. Like you walk in and like we're annoying you because
to me it's an
we're there.
Yeah. When you go to a boutique, when you go to a nice store, it's an experience.
Yeah.
You want to feel like
somebody wants to help you.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to, like, we want to know.
But that's what you pay for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like where are you going? Yeah, whatever.
On their phone, they don't even greet you.
They don't even anything.
That's key. You have to be greeted.
You have to be greeted. And you just really have to, like, take care of people. Like in a small business.
They
like,
do. We want to come in and feel loved and feel remembered. Like I love when I walk in Puff knows like, "Oh, Milena, how did that event go last week?" And I'm like, "Oh, you remembered." Like that means a lot to me. Like it's something so small, but like it just like you feel like at home. Like I don't want to walk into a Zara and like they don't know who the hell you are, nor do they give a shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't even want to help you. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like
the other day,
go F myself.
I had such an attitude. I don't know where I was, but somebody was snotty to me, and I like in a store, and I was like,
the worst.
It's so bad.
I'll walk out. I've had things that I liked, and I'll actually walk out.
Walk out because you're just like
not rude.
Like not okay.
Spend my money. Like,
and I get it. Like they're probably not to sound whatever. It's not their business.
They don't care about it.
They don't care. Had like
absolutely.
They're like, yeah,
absolutely.
Well, that's why you've never seen me in a bad mood because I try, even if I am in a bad mood. Somebody's
but
coming
even if you
into my
were,
store.
you're not going to blatantly like ignore something.
No.
Hi, how are
like
you?
I said, if I have an issue, like I'm telling you the day of an issue. because I'm always so like chipper when I'm not. I'm like,
Puff is an open book, which I love.
I'm like, wow, I'm a biatch today. Like I'm like not okay today.
No, but I feel like all of the girls that have worked for you like are so sweet.
Yeah, always.
When
I
you've gone
try.
and you haven't been there, they're
They've been
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
they're
because I feel like when you work for Puff, it's like you feed off of her. Like no one's gonna walk in your place that's like an introvert and be like, "Hi, can I work for you?"
Sometimes they do, and then I have to decide: do I let them just like? You have to feel people out when they come in. Like sometimes I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? Do you need like an outfit? Do you need help?" And they're like, "No." And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Hey, do you need help in the dressing room? Like, what's going on?" They're like, "No."
That must be so awkward for you.
Well,
I'd be
it
like,
is because
"What?"
I just want to help them, but there are some people who really just. Do you ever go into a store and they overhelp you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like too
that's
much.
my
Like
worst tip.
let me walk, let me breathe.
Let me walk. Like, don't be at my breath. Don't be saying, "Do you think you would like this?"
Yeah.
Like if you don't even know somebody, who are you to be handing them something? And I get it.
I
It's
agree
money
with
and
that.
it's customer service, but I don't like to be overhelped either.
Right.
So that's like
balance, and it's a
pet peeve of
balance.
mine. Yeah.
And you know,
For sure.
years of being a businesswoman, you could feel people out. Like you have the skills.
Well, there are people that walk right in. They're like, "I'm going to the casino this weekend. I want to look sexy. What do I do?"
Yeah.
And then there are other girls who come in. They're like, "I have a confirmation. I'm not going to wear this dress ever again, but I need something to wear to this that's presentable and acceptable."
Yeah.
And my boobs aren't hanging out or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like, all right, girl.
Like I need that for
Imagine.
Saturday night, but not for Sunday for
Yeah.
the church. I can't do that then. So that's a whole different story.
Holy
you know?
woman today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Totally different story.
So like for Puff, give us like what is like a guilty pleasure of yours outside of business and work? Because we know you work a lot.
I love the UFC.
Oh,
Huge UFC fan. Even
I love that.
I have a boyfriend now, but before I had him, I would get on a plane and fly to Vegas by myself to see a UFC fight.
That's
I love that.
I don't vacation a lot. I just don't really have the time. I don't whatever. So if I have extra money, like I love going to concerts. If no one would want to go with me, like what girlfriend is going to want to do that?
Yeah.
I've gotten like on a plane before and
By yourself.
and gotten on a plane and gone to Vegas and seen a UFC fight and come home the next day.
That's sick.
I love that.
Like I think there are people who just like, I remember like even being a kid, like you just got in the car and you drove. Like I just make sure that like even my shows, like I'll go by myself and you kind of like, I enjoy my own company. Like sometimes I go to the movies by myself. I love binging TV. That's my other.
Me too.
Super guilty.
That's
pleasure.
mine.
Like, and I'm embarrassed to say because I do love to read too.
Yeah.
Mary Kubica books, like I can't put them down. I know everyone's Colleen Hoover. Not a huge Colleen Hoover fan. There's this author, Mary Kubica, and it's more of like
What kind of
thriller sort of.
Oh, that's what I like.
But still has not like.
Two.
I don't even like girly rom-coms.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. Like I like I'm more boyish.
Books.
Yes,
I'm kind of nerdy with history. I always like
okay. I
history.
love that. And I think
I love
all women
history.
are different like that, you know. So it's but give me a good binge TV.
Oh, please.
I'll be
I'm
holding
the
my
worst with that.
eyeballs open at 3 a.m.
Same.
Trying to watch what I'm.
That's that.
Are you guys watching anything good now? What are you watching?
Right now I'm in a lot of like reality TV that I record.
Wait, guys, that's interrupt. So beautifully look.
Hi, Bubba.
But as far as like shows, I feel like all my good shows have finished. I need to find.
Oh, I
Love on the Spectrum.
See, I don't watch reality.
See, I do a
only
lot of reality.
I watch is The Bachelor. All mine are like.
Yeah, and I'm a huge I'm a psycho. I love like thrillers. I love cop shows. I love like
that
Law and
makes
Orders.
sense.
Like that's my type
I'm
of
watching The
vibe.
Pit right now. Have you heard of The Pit?
No.
So good. White Lotus.
I heard about White Lotus. I need to hop into
Yellow
it.
Jackets.
No, I never heard of it.
Wait, you guys.
No, you got to send me. You got to send me a list, Puff. Because I'm like now. I'm like
Raising Canaan.
Oh, see, I haven't
Any
seen
of those.
Yeah.
Power is the best show you ever watch.
The Pit is there in. It's Noah Wiley from ER.
Yeah.
If
I
you
love
ever
him.
watched ER. So it's only one season so far. It's a day in a life, starts at 7 a.m. to like 8 p.m. It's hour by hour. So it starts 7 to 8. It's in the ER with nurses and doctors.
That's my
and
favorite.
What happens in their life from 7 to 8, 8 to 9.
See, I'm
9 to
obsessed
10,
already. I'm
10
locked
to-
in.
It is, I have such a different thought process, and don't get me wrong, I have so much love for
And
a
respect.
nurse and a doctor. I can't even imagine what they go through. They said that for nurses and doctors after this, and I don't love this term, but they feel so seen after this show being made.
No, like it's true.
And that's which one? Yellow Jackets?
No, the pit.
The Pit.
The
See,
Pit.
that's something I would
Yellow
love.
Jackets is one that's a little wonky. These girls crash. They're a soccer team and they crash. Their plane crashes, and
I
they
like those types
and
of
they
shows.
get
like Plane Crash,
and they get lost and they stay there and
like survive.
end up eating each other.
They eat each other.
Because they have to survive. It's another wonky, but like
Yeah, but see, I like that weird
see,
shit.
I like that twisted too.
Me too.
Any sort of like mental, like any like thriller, like mind.
Like I love when I could like watch something and be like,
Alexa now is like
I could put myself there.
I like cartel shows, like gang shows. That's why I love
Yeah.
Power.
Okay.
Raising Kanan. If you watched Power, you'd get.
I
that
love
show.
cartel, gang, drugs.
We just watched Penguin too, which was like mobby sort of.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
another
that.
really good one. Penguin.
Puff, you're giving me all the good stuff.
Oh, I have to tell you, like I will make myself stay up.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
Well, listen,
to
when
watch a show.
I'm into a show, it's like even like my husband's like you're a psycho. Like, you
Dunzo.
just don't stop. I'm
Yeah.
like, listen. And another thing I do is I
Dunzo.
play video games.
Stop it. What do you play?
Like
does, and
the
it's like the cutest
Marios,
thing.
so like Mario Odyssey, Mario Sunshine, like the old school Nintendo games, but
love
on the
that.
new systems.
Okay.
And listen, like I work so much, and 90% of my job is on my phone. So like I can't scroll to like unwind. So like scrolling Instagram or TikTok is work for me.
It's not. It's
because
not-
I'm looking at the
just you don't
algorithms
rest.
and I'm like, oh, me and Lex have to do this and this. So like that's not relaxation to me. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? So then I'm like, I went to my brother's one day and I like played one of his games and I was like, wow, I forgot how much fun, like, because I had two older brothers, so like
Pac-Man.
they've always played, video games, whatever.
Pac-Man, Frogger, like that old if you go back,
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Like, so I started playing and I'm like, I'm gonna get a system. I got a system. I got a game. I like the levels where like, I like another, like it's a.
You get to
you gotta go through levels to like get the star. And then you gotta get the. So like I'm a Donkey Kong lover, Mario, but no, it sets me outside of Milena.
Yeah.
So like when I'm like really upset or if I'm really angry, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play a game for a half hour, and I swear to God, it just like resets me.
We all have our things that we need to do to reset.
I'm a little weird.
We're all kind of like weird and introverted, but I think that's what makes us so like why we can operate the way we do.
Yeah.
We're so extroverted, we love being around people, but I really do
Sometimes
love my own
I
Like love to break stones, and I want to
I say
like
it like I love my
be out and
Sometimes I
about.
just feel, like weirdly alone. Like I
Do you
just,
have
I don't wanna-
something you do to reset? Like your
I
video
binge
games
watch
time.
like
You
shows.
binge watch too.
I'll binge watch shows.
Okay.
I'll go to like the gym and like I just blast music and like just like do crazy.
Do either of you
cardio,
guys
and
meditate?
I
You know what it is? I
want
I
to.
can't get into it. I've tried so many times.
My brain
My
is-
brain doesn't allow it.
Do you do it on an app?
No.
Okay.
Do you do the comment?
I do Insight Timer. Can
Good.
I tell you? I'm walking anxiety.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
I am
I
more
think you
reset.
know from just I wake up in the morning, my heart's palpitating about
Yeah.
something. I don't sleep either, so sleep is not good for me. I
Yeah.
have to take something to sleep. I put on a meditation tape. It's called, if you pull it up, Insight Timer, and you can pull up, and it's like Calm, and you can pull up. So if I'm having a bad day and I'm like feeling bad about myself, you can put up positive informations. If I'm saying I want to manifest more love in my life, if I want to manifest customers, if I want to, so it guides you.
Oh, I like that.
If you,
I need that. I'm gonna look
because I can't sit, I can't sit in my own head.
No.
I need something to
dangerous.
keep me, yes, because I'll be thinking about, my dog needs to be fed, I've got to go visit my mom, but I'm hungry, I have something in the oven, but Fruit Loops are in the cabinet, oh, my dog just peed on the floor.
Yeah.
Life is just too wonky
Yeah.
for that, and if I have the app on, it gives me a little more, it
Security.
gives you a little, and it says to you on the app, it'll say, if you unfocus, just try to find your way back.
Yeah.
They don't fault you for it, just try to find your way back to where you were and start thinking again.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you, that's really what
I'm gonna try that.
what helps me.
Yeah.
And I like calm, but I can't sleep either without like a noise machine on. That's I go
Yeah,
to bed
see,
meditating at night. So
I need my TV on to
I'll
fall
have
asleep.
okay, can you tonight, just a thing to try.
Yeah.
Don't put your TV on, put Insight Timer on, and put a half-hour meditation tape on, whatever you're going through today, like whatever it may be. It could be one of 100 things, which is what you're feeling, you know, good, bad, ugly, whatever, and put it on your tape and just let it like
play out.
It's like the voice, and they're like, and it's the all, and the like, you know.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
because
you'll either like it or not. And meditation is either for you, or it's not for you.
Exactly.
And it's not for everyone.
But I feel like the only times I've done it were like a forced setting versus like me wanting to do it. So maybe like with me wanting to do it would be a different outcome.
And I'm uncomfortable if I'm forced to do anything like yoga.
Yeah.
I can't go to a yoga class.
I can't do it.
No.
I tried it so
I'm waiting for somebody to fart next to me. I'm a silly baby. I don't want to put the clothes on. I'm looking around. I'm like, what's everybody doing? Like, what's happening? When they're all like, ooh, and I'm like, okay, like what am I doing? You know?
We're literally so much alike. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I envy those women. I actually went to
so
a yoga
do
class.
I.
They're, like, yelling, but they're like their mind is actually
like rough. Hi guys, we're back. So I wanted to ask Puff because I'm like, this is like when you walked in today, I was like, oh, look at them sneakers, because Puff's always like in style. But are you more of like a heels and night out or sneakers and chill girl?
When
like
I was
with your
younger,
style.
I was heels and night out. Like my first 10 years in camo, I probably was dressed up, makeup, hair, cute outfit, and heels every day. Standing on a cement floor. In the last 10 years, no way.
Yeah.
I'm a sneakerhead. Mostly you'll come in, my hair will be in a ponytail, won't have a stitch of makeup on my face. I'm running around, I'm in boxes, I'm whatever. But I've learned to love my sneakers. I've learned to just love a nice big sweatshirt and a pair of jeans. And
Me too. I love sneakers.
I feel like COVID helped us with that a lot.
I agree.
COVID made us realize that women, COVID helped me a lot.
Yeah.
That's an inside thing too that you have to
Yes.
learn, but it's not about what you're wearing and what you look like. And I feel like before that, women were like, oh, we have to dress up. And then during COVID, we didn't have to. And then COVID's over and I'm still walking around homeless. And I'm like, wait, COVID's over?
Wait,
can
I still work from home?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, but I walked around like this for the last year. Why can't I still do this?
For sure.
And I look around, more women are doing it.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel more comfortable.
I loved when like the style was like the big baggy jeans and sneakers. Like girls were going out on a daily basis in that, and I'm like,
they still are.
No, I do now.
Yeah.
But forever I would still wear my heels, and I would see girls in sneakers. I'm like, oh my god, I wish I had sneakers on, and they look
like,
so cute. And like now I do it, but I didn't have confidence in that.
Do that.
Yeah, I would never. I would think I would look dressed down.
And
going
now-
out
and
in
now
like
we're
a
just-
cute pair of jeans,
I'll go to a dressy
sexy
dinner
top,
on
and
a Saturday night and have a pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
I went to brunch with my girlfriends a couple weeks ago on a Sunday. We get there and I have my slippers on.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she's like, "Do you have your slippers on?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "What?" And she was like, "My 13-year-old daughter wears her slippers out." And I'm like, I'm 53 and I'm wearing my slippers out. It's brunch.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Sunday's my one day off a week.
Yeah.
It's brunch. I had some makeup on. I had I had jeans on. I had whatever.
Yeah.
I have my slippers on. I was
love
like,
that.
okay, too bad, so sad.
Yeah,
Like,
I love that.
It's good.
I love that. But and it's all about too, like you have confidence in Puff. Like you walk outside of your house and like you have confidence in who you are as a woman.
And that's major.
And whether you don't or don't, I feel your confidence.
Yes, I didn't always have that, but I do now.
Yeah.
That was age. Like I feel like you guys both have that now. I look up to you because of that, because I did not have that. That's why I look like anything.
And I feel like I've gained that within like the last 2 years.
And you came out of the womb with it, right?
Because my mom was like, you gotta wake up and
You're a badass.
Well, her mom was a single mom with two young girls.
Yeah.
And my mom raised us, like I always like kind of worked like a man, but she didn't tell me to, I wanted to.
You wanted to. It was just in
like,
you.
I never even really, she never was like, go get a job and work.
Yeah.
My mom had the mentality like, I got you. That's how I was raised.
Okay.
I wanted to do it.
You wanted to.
Because I wanted to help her. Like she would never admit like,
I love
I
that.
need help.
Talk about great.
Yeah.
Well, like when I was 15 and a half, I got a job at Moonrise in North Haven. And they actually got in trouble for hiring me so young.
Because you were
The guy would let me close loan. He's like, you're my best employee.
And you're like, what? You're like, oh,
You trust me?
yeah.
I mean, I freaking hustled. I'd work 7 days a
And
week,
you'd be
close,
like,
and
it's
I
fine.
loved it. I was like, I love making my own money.
And other girls were like, wow, my mom gave me $20 this week.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I just opened Moonrise.
Yeah.
And like,
you know?
my mom never was like, she never guilted me. She never was
She
like,
never.
I'm a single mom. Like, I wanted
You
those.
just
I
saw
wanted
it.
my own
You
stuff.
were compassionate knowing
Yeah.
what she had gone through, which is great.
No, my sister was like that too. Like, my mom, like,
driven.
she always had everything locked down. And I say to this day, I'm like, knowing what things cost, I'm like, how did you do it alone? And we never skipped a beat. Dance
And
competitions,
everything.
dancing,
She made sure.
everything. And it's really, and
I
that's how I was raised though. So she was so strong, and that's why I really
got
away.
it. That's great that you, like, because I said when I was both of your ages, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I got that confidence when I opened Camo. Like, I did that on a whim. I had to reach out to all these people, and I was nervous and I was scared.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when I had this business that was thriving, I was like, wow, like,
I did this.
I was like, wait, who did this? Like, I have a store?
Yeah.
And some people, like, I'll be somewhere and sometimes people will be like, and it is so surreal to me. I was into the city one day and I was walking and I was like going into a store in New York, and someone was like, you're the lady that owns Camo. And I'm looking and I'm like,
that's so cool.
and she's
I
like,
love
I've
that.
seen your lives before. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I do. And
My
she's like, oh, I
faves.
watch your lives. I love them. And I was like, oh my God, like, thank you.
That's
And I was
awesome.
blushing and my face was red.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like, I did that. And I wanted to, like, I'm the type who wants to like talk it down. Like I'm not a compliment. Somebody's like, "Oh, you look pretty today." I'm like, "Oh, I do."
Oh, thanks.
I'm not a thank you girl. I'm not like, "Oh, thank
I'm
you."
the same way.
You're the same.
Like, I didn't have a baby shower for that reason.
I didn't want to get married for that reason.
My family like had such a problem with it. They're like, "What do you mean you're not gonna have a baby shower?" I'm like, I don't. I didn't. I'm like, I am not standing in front of a room of people and opening gifts and look at me and like watch every move. I could do it.
I couldn't.
And I didn't.
Could you now? Do you think?
I don't think so.
Yes,
I'm not.
You can. You're gonna have,
You know what it is?
you're
I'm
gonna have
not
to do
so
it
much.
live,
Yeah.
except it's
No,
gonna
I
be a
could do
camera,
that. I
because
could,
everyone's not
but that
standing
I could do. But I can't accept gifts if I don't need them. Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. It's
so
amazing.
like when I got pregnant and had my daughter, like I was like successful and like my husband was successful and my family was comfortable. I just felt guilty like having a shower and like you giving me all these things that I didn't need, right?
Yeah.
Like I could buy them.
So you have a hard time accepting even though you're not greedy.
Yeah.
That might be your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing.
I'm like, no, I don't need a shower. Like
See, I'm opposite.
No,
I'll
no.
take gifts. I don't like compliments.
and I'm like with both.
And you're being so like she's being
Like,
so
you're
nice.
thinking
Like,
my love
oh, I don't
language.
need a gift. I'm like, I'll take a gift, but if you tell me I'm pretty, I'll be like, oh my God, no, I'm not. I'm ugly.
Yeah.
But if I get a gift and
Well, you
someone's
didn't
like,
see my wrinkle
do
over
you
here.
want a gift? I'll be like, wait, you're gonna give me a gift? What is it? I want a gift. I'm like, that sounds great. So that's a great quality. If somebody's about to give me a gift, I'm like, oh, I love gifts.
I feel like I love more of an intimate setting. Like someday if I have a baby, like I would love to have more of like a beautiful intimate brunch with like my people who like
Tight.
really
You're real.
and it's
girls
not like
and not.
pressure. Like,
It's not.
Like it's more so like I want to celebrate.
You want to
celebrate. Like and have fun.
I like
It's
that
not
vibe.
about-
Like
yeah.
I'd want a DJ, like everyone to have fun. Not all right, everyone's gonna
We're gonna open the gifts.
Watch me open gifts. Yeah.
And everyone's sweating in there, and the old Italians are like, "Where are the cookies?
Where's the alcohol? What do you mean? It's only champagne.
Where's the yummy nuts?" You're like, "Oh God!"
I want everything to be a party.
Yeah,
like,
which is great.
nails on
Yeah.
the freaking chalk.
Yeah,
No, literally.
No, I love that.
So Puff, if Puff did not own Camouflage, what do you think you would do?
I know.
Like what else? Like is there any other
I think about
passion?
it now sometimes because Camo's not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
Um,
You're celebrating 25 years?
20.
20 years.
Like
This
I
is
said,
a
we
major
getting older.
milestone. You should probably
20
celebrate
years
that.
is
That's major.
When I think of 20 years, I'm like, oh,
That's major.
Like I've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't be a therapist. Therapist would have been my first, but I don't have a college degree, and I'm not going back to school now.
We're
So-
good on that.
So that's not happening. I don't know. Like I think about that sometimes, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if I close Camo, I'm to the point where like, I don't know, like I could work, like I would have no problem working for somebody. Of course, I'm going to be 15 minutes late every day, so they'd have to hire me on the attention. Okay, so this is my thing, and I say this all the time. If I need a job, I'm going to literally post on Facebook. Camo is closing. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. Now I need a job. Here's my 2 requirements. I'm going to be 15 minutes late every day, and my dog has to come. Who wants me? They're going to be like, fuck.
You'll be hired.
That's me.
You know what I mean?
That's
but
me.
like literally, people wait at my door every day, and that's how I know people like love
Respect
me.
you
They do
and love you.
because
Hey, we were at your door.
Yeah.
I was like,
I It is such a horrible habit that I have, and my therapist has said to me
But it's
before,
Puff. It's you.
how do you?
We don't take offense, but girl.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like an ADHD thing, and
Yeah.
it's like
No, it
this
is.
morning I left the house. I got halfway to the store. I didn't have my phone, so I was 5 minutes late. So I ended up being 15 minutes late instead, and I was almost early. And I called my mom, and she's like, "Are you on your way to work?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I had to go home. I left my phone. Like, you know what I mean? My clothes are halfway on. I'm cleaning my ears when I'm walking out the house. I throw it in the garden. You know, it's just I've always been that way."
So one thing I wanted to bring up. So it was funny because when Puff was coming tonight, she was like, guys, she was like, I was so excited. Like I couldn't wait to like be on your podcast. Like I wanted to, I invited myself. I said, you really didn't like as much as you thought. So me and Alexa, when we first were coming up with our list and I showed her back in December of 2024, Puff was first on our list because I always have respected the woman you are, the business you have, and who you are as an individual.
I feel like it make you feel good, like person when you come into
Yeah.
the store.
Thank you.
Like,
I try.
Yeah.
Oh,
and she's like, no, like I wanted to be on the podcast. So like talk to
I
us
did
like
invite myself though.
but she didn't. She thought she did.
You really didn't.
So they put it on there, and I saw on Milena's thing, and she's like, "Hey guys, we're starting a podcast. Give us a follow." All of a sudden, I wrote, and I was like, "I want to be on." I think that's literally what I wrote. I was like, "I want to be on. I'm in," because I don't love doing these. I'll chat away any day, but I feel like you guys, and I've said this to you before, even when you've been shopping in the store. You guys you're authentically who you are. There's no apologies.
We appreciate that.
There's no, and that's why I like anybody
no
who's having a podcast, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I want to be on. When it was you guys, I was like, wait, I want to be on. I want to do this. Because as women go, there's not many people who will put themselves out there and truthfully just be who they are. And you're going to get some of the criticism and you're going to get your people who love you. And then you're going to get some people that we've said this, you're going to get the eye roll and it's going to be whatever. And you guys are my people. Those are the people that you're going to authentically be you. And when people used to say all the time, you have to find your tribe, find your people.
Yeah, it's true. Not everyone's for you.
I didn't get that. And I would say, I'm nice to everybody. Like, why wouldn't someone like me? And it used to bother me so much.
It still eats at me.
Oh, no, it does?
Yeah, like I'm like, but why?
Like, why? I'm nice to everybody.
Yeah.
It used to for years bothers me. Like I'll hear somebody, whatever. Finally, I'm like, everyone's not gonna like me. Like I'm a big personality, and that's okay. And if you don't, but I do know that there are my people that do love me.
Yeah,
you have to accept it.
And I can understand that someone says like, oh, she's like a lot, or like I could respect that. But like I feel like I always go with my heart and I always lead in with like, I genuinely, if I'm around you, I want to be around you. Right. Yeah. So like when someone says like, when I hear that someone talks negative about me or if someone points out a flaw that I have, right. Yep. And like tries to hurt my character or hurt my business, I'm like, wow, like I was always so nice to that person. Yeah, or I always like gave full Milena to you. So why did I hurt you that I don't know about?
Like how dare you?
Yeah, like I get like confused over it.
And then there are other days that I'll hear people talk shit about me and I'm like, oh, like maybe I said something about them, so I get it. Yeah. Then there are other people that I'm like, those are my people. Like I did nothing.
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong, but you know that. And we could say this 100 times. You learn that, but that's a they problem. That's not a you problem.
Well, I don't know if you girls saw my post this morning, but it was, for me, like there was a couple things that happened over the weekend and I was like, wow, like this is not a Milena problem.
Yes.
Like you guys are bringing something about me in a negative light that I do. And this is like, it doesn't affect you and it doesn't hurt you. So why are you even bringing it up? So I'm like,
you've evolved to be that.
Yeah.
Because maybe 5 years
ago. But I definitely had to talk about it for a good 45 minutes to Alexa. I had to get over it.
It's like
but then you have to talk things out.
I'm like, Lex, am I getting crazy?
But sometimes you need even two heads for that. Yeah. No, like you need to others' behaviors.
But it just shows how we've evolved. Like people you may have even been friends with 5 years ago. You look at that now, you're like, I wish you the best, but I've evolved.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah, like I don't wish anyone negative.
Be a good person, and you could be a good person.
Yeah, we're just different.
Maybe your lives are just in different places.
Like I wish you the best, but we just don't align. And like,
see, but for you to say that at your age,
Yeah. No,
But
for
people
real.
aren't like that at my age. They show
That's not
you
even.
said this when we were 16
Yeah.
at 9:59 p.m.
I said this to you. I didn't get like this till my mid-40s.
Yeah.
Like I was a jackass before then. I used to run my mouth all, you know what I mean? Like you don't
Say how it
listen,
is
we all
and
have.
I don't
with no
fix.
remorse.
we're all guilty of
Of
being.
course. We're girls, right?
But in this
yeah.
present day, I feel like we can all confidently say we try to uplift women. We try to support.
Always. That's like
Huge.
that's our biggest thing. And like, I
Yeah.
really feel that like, I genuinely want to see other women and men
Same.
men
I
succeed.
freaking
Like,
love it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Same. I do too.
Yeah.
And some people say they do, but do they really?
like prior to like our podcast being live, we were talking about like evolving camo and like talking over ideas with you. Like, I always know you're going to be successful. And like any direction you take camouflage, it's going to take off. And it's just a matter of Puff being there and standing behind it and running with it.
I love that. Thank you.
So you're
like I
going.
said, you are camo. So as long as you're there, your business,
Yeah.
you'll figure it out.
Let's see what happens.
But like a lot of good things are coming.
Yeah. I can't wait for it.
If you guys need dresses, a sexy shirt, a chill remote shirt, fair shirt,
sweatsuits,
something for business casual, you go see our girl Camo at Puff. No, our girl Puff at Camouflage in North Haven.
Washington Ave. It's right in the main street.
She is the best, and she will pick out an outfit for you that makes you feel confident as ever. So we love you guys. Cheers at Tutti.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We love
These
you guys.
girls are the best guys.
We love you.
Love you.